Well, nice day.
Yeah.
You got to go fishing today.
Yeah,
Nice day in
and,
the water.
you know, a lot of people talking about the red tide
Yeah.
and still out there. We ran into one patch and our bait did have a little issue, but once we got out of it, it was okay. We did catch some fish, but it's still around, and we got a graphic to show you here what's happening as far as that goes. First off, though, here's a look at the Sarasota Bay Van Wezel webcam. We were actually boating right through there and didn't have any problems at that particular location, but the sun came out eventually this afternoon. We had a lot of clouds around this morning and kind of breezy conditions out there throughout the morning hours anyway, and then things calmed down. Here's the latest red tide midweek report, and it is showing now high concentrations being reported in Manatee County along Longboat Key all the way to New Pass and Big Pass. Also some high concentrations. This from the FWC site. And also we're getting back into some low concentrations near Venice and moderate concentrations down south into Minnesota Beach, Englewood as well. It's patchy right now. It's not nearly as bad as it once was, but the report that we're getting today is getting worse than we've seen over the past couple of weeks. It was getting better. There are the reports there as far as high, medium, and low concentrations right now being reported up and down the coast. As far as the remnants of Willa goes, you can see this was a major hurricane making landfall around 9 o'clock last night, and then look how quickly, because it's over land, the mountainous terrain there, at least a little bit of mountains, and now the moisture is all the way over into Texas and Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Louisiana right now. Looks like most of that moisture will stay to our north as it tracks to a low pressure system and moves to the east. Here's a look at that forecast. Tomorrow looking pretty good. A few showers along the east coast. We'll see a mixture of sun and clouds. Still a pretty good east wind too, so good news for beachgoers there, keeping the harmful impacts anyway offshore. And then this area of low pressure looks like it's going to move basically to the north and east of us. The first part of the front, at least the prefrontal trough, will get close to us. Looks like on Friday morning, that's a few showers there. And then another round possibly in the late evening and early Saturday morning will the actual front move through. Right now we're not anticipating any severe weather with that, but we could see an isolated thunderstorm, not out of the question. But the heavy rainfall continues over Texas and into Oklahoma now, spreading off toward Louisiana. Not much rain for us here, and we'll stay dry tonight. And tomorrow should not be a big factor. A slight chance for some late day showers tomorrow in the mix, but that rain chance not all that high at 30%. Better chance for once the sun sets tomorrow night. 84, 85 the high tomorrow with a mixture of sun and clouds. Winds I mentioned will be out of the east throughout most of the day, but notice what happens with those winds. They start to switch around to a westerly direction beginning Friday as that front approaches southwest, and then once the front moves through, it'll switch around and pick up too. So boaters beware. More than likely we'll see small craft advisories for coastal waters beginning Friday late and continuing on Saturday. There goes the low heading off to the northeast. The front itself comes through, and then another cold front moves through on Monday. So if things are going to cool down and back to below average, I think, through the early part of next week, all the way into Halloween, things are looking to be pretty good. Currently, we have 84 degrees and the relative humidity pretty nice out there at 53%. Winds are out of the north at 8. The high today was 86, well above the average, and the low too running high at 71 degrees. For boaters tomorrow, as I mentioned, winds will be out of the east, turning around to the north late in the day. Seas running 1 to 2 feet with a light chop out there. Here's the forecast. Partly cloudy. Chance for showers late Thursday. 86 your high, a 40% chance for rain on Friday, and we'll see mostly cloudy skies. Less of a chance for Saturday morning, but notice the cooler temperatures all the way through Halloween. Looks to be pretty good for the trick-or-treaters. We'll start off in the 50s in some places Wednesday morning. Back to you.